Good afternoon. This is for pile 3. I had to go on to another video because the last readings just took so long. So this is for everyone that chose pile 3. The question is third party situation, you versus them. I will ask you to listen to the end of the reading, please, if it doesn't resonate at first, because what I'm finding, there's just these really unusual twists coming in at the end of the reading, which I think might give you more clarity. It's an absolute pleasure to do this for you. I did a massive, long 3 readings this morning and lost them all on the recording. It didn't record at the end, and I was absolutely devastated. So I've redone them, and I just hope that the previous readings went out to the universe. So I don't know what the cards are below, but I tell you right now, you're in for a journey here. Okay, so let's do number 3, pile 3. So this is you. This is the situation that you're in with him. Wow. Wow. And this is the situation that the other party is in with him. Okay. Okay. So if I was let's just have a look at this. Let's just have a look at the energies here. What I'm seeing, the situation with you, is that you guys were really happy. Like, he thought you were just absolutely gorgeous. And you had so much that he really wanted, you know, like you just poured your essence over him, you know, like he was like bathing in your essence. And that's the Star of Hope. You gave him so much hope in his life. I think almost to be a better person, that sort of thing. And then there's the Sun card, and the Sun is just like joyous. It's just like everything is blooming in the sun. There's sunflowers in this original tarot. There's white horse galloping in a field of sunflowers. There's babies, naked cherub babies on the back of horses. I mean, it's just sheer joy, you know, and you brought so much balance into his life that I don't think he's experienced for a long while. You see the water, but this is very balanced water. This isn't turbulent water. You know, this is just love pouring into his life. There's even an angel overlooking this. And I feel like with the Temperance, you know, there was like, everything was nicely paced out, all right? Everything was nicely paced out. It was just having a nice steady canter, you know. It was really a really nice pace. And then, ta-da, something happened at the end. And you got stabbed in the back. I'm just looking at this one because sometimes it's like they feel they got stabbed in the back. But you well and truly got stabbed in the back on this one. It's like all this disappeared. Okay. So that's you, and I'm going to do a little bit more on there. So what's at the top here? So what I'm seeing, and I know this is painful for you to hear, that there was a real eruption and celebration of, I'm not going to say it's love, but it's joy. And it's very much the third party. It sort of indicates it's the third party as well. Okay. There was a real eruption with these 2 people, I'm sorry to say that, where it felt really, really good. And then there was like these offerings, right? I feel like he was offering her. He started to come in with the big gifts for her. And I feel like he invested a lot in her, this other woman. Or he certainly was planting the seeds with this other woman. I know it's hard to hear, okay, but this is why we're doing the reading. I feel like he invested a lot, you know. He wanted I sort of get the feeling like he likes a harem of women. That's my feeling. And she was one of them. And I know that's really hard. And the Four of Wands is, yeah, it's a celebration. Right, let's just see if I can find that card for you. I'm not sure that I can. Where are you, Four of Wands? Show yourself to me. It's hiding. Right, if I find it, I'll pull it out. It's a really beautiful card, and it is also a celebration card. So whatever's happening up here, there's a kind of a sense of celebration with this other woman, because you've had this shit moment here, okay? So let's have let's look a little bit further. So I'm going to put that back in because I didn't actually ask a question there. So what's happening with this woman? What's going on here? There's third party. There's other person in the third party. What's actually happening? Let me just take a drink. So what's happening? Oh, that's interesting. This is why I stay with the readings. Okay, so they had this thing, and now he's walked away. Oh my God. He's walked away. Okay, looks like he's walked away from her. He has feelings for her, but he's walked away. He's walked away from her. He had some sort of domestic setup here with her, and he's walked away. And they were lovers. They were lovers. Okay. But he's walked away for some reason. I don't know why. Let me have a look. Why has he walked away? What's going on? Why has he walked away? We could have more clarity. Did you see that card? Maybe you didn't see it. Oh my God, it just flew out. Because he's walked away because he's looking at his past and the future, and he's looking at the world in his hand, the world that he actually wants. And it doesn't appear to be here. I think that's why he walked away. Let's have a look. Can you give me more information? He made a decision. He made a decision there. And it was like, you know, a decision based on passion. He just felt he had options. Maybe you were the option. He felt he had options with this. There are other options. Ordinarily, I would have said that this would have been, you know, it's the Ten of Cups. It's the ultimate. It's after the Lovers is the Ten of Cups. But I feel like normally I'd say, oh, well, you know, that's what he wanted her. But I'm feeling he wanted the Ten of Cups, but he wasn't getting it here with her. He just wasn't getting that hit, that Ten of Cups hit with her. Okay. But please stay, you know, because there's so many twists and turns. Okay, so let's just see what happened with you then. So what happened with this backstabbing situation? Okay, just if we could have more clarity with the backstabbing situation. Thank you. We could just have more clarity. Okay, so there we have the answer. Let me just see if I can find the actual card. Got so many cards here. It's here. It's here. It's here. No, it's not there. Just bear with me a second. Here it is. Right. What happened with you is that he was in love with you. Okay, so a lot of difference between lovers and being in love. He was in love with you, and then he felt he was put out in the cold by you. So funny, because look, I've put it above the sun. Don't know if you can see that. There was the sun, and that's him feeling the cold. So it's like everything was fantastic, and then it went cold. He thought you went cold. Okay, can you tell me a little bit more? 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 Yeah, he was in love with you. He was in love with you. I think he only went off because of this situation. Can you tell me a little bit more? Yeah, he's heartbroken. He was heartbroken. Oh dear, I don't know what happened. He was heartbroken. And that's why he went off. Okay. Just bear with me, I've got a lot of cards here. So, tell me a little bit more about this situation, please. Sorry if the table's wobbling. It's the camera, not the table. Yeah, he's heartbroken. He needs to go off and find this new perspective about this situation. And I feel like, yeah, I feel like there's a lot of distance between you. You know, even if you're in the same town, there's a lot of distance. There's a lot of physical, a lot of emotional distance. I feel like there could be some aspect where either you're from different towns, different states, different counties, different countries. I feel like there's something there, but I feel like he feels like you're going away. I feel like he feels he's losing you. It's right on top of the out in the cold. It's out in the cold. You know, he feels left out. I don't know why. Show me more about this backstabbing situation. Yeah, there was just this massive storm brewing between you. You know, like it can be a situation where you're not communicating, or you're both unhappy with something and you're not expressing it. You know, you're not sitting down and talking about it, and it's building up and it's building up and it's building up, and there's a storm, and it's a bit like a tower moment, but it's not as strong as a tower moment. But the great things with storms is that they don't last very long. And I feel like with a storm, you know, there's a lot of drama. It's very dramatic, but it can resolve itself as well fairly quickly. I just want to know more about this moment. Yeah, you know, he was just in love with you. He was just very, very much in love with you. Can you tell me more about the backstabbing moment? Backstabbing moment, please. Yeah, something happened between you guys. And it just brought things to... I don't think it's a closure as such. I just think it's a break, but I don't think it's a full... If it's a closure. What else? Yeah, he wants to bring you gifts. He wants to bring you a gift. Look at the cup of love, the gift. He was in love with you. Don't know where to put this card. Yeah, it was all beautiful. So let's have a look. So let's get a final decision on this. What's happening? What's the final outcome with this person? Because we said he's walked away. Right, what's the final outcome with this person, please? The final outcome with this person, please. Right, this is where the twists and turns come in. He's walked away from this person. He felt he invested a lot. He felt he had options. He didn't feel he was getting that 10 of Cups with them. He made a decision, but there seems to be some sort of reconciliation here. Okay, let's see. 7 of Pentacles. Yeah, he's just like, I've invested a lot. He just keeps saying, I've invested a lot. I planted the seeds with this person. I invested a lot. I put a lot of financial investment, personal investment, emotional investment, mental investment in this person. We were lovers. But I just felt I had a lot of options and I just didn't feel I was reaching that 10 of Cups that I wanted with her. Okay. Tell me about the Justice, please. Tell me about the Justice, please. When I ask this question, everything starts changing. Right. So he feels he's really invested a lot in this other person. I mean, a lot. Right, okay, let's get this. Let me just make this very clear, so you're very clear about it, and I'm very clear about it. With this other person, there was a real celebration of joy, and I think that she knew she was in a third party, and he was giving her lots of financial gifts of himself. That was his expression of love. He invested a lot into her, and they had some sort of domestic setup which felt really good to them at the time. He was her lover. Okay, they were lovers. But he felt he had a lot of options. He didn't feel he was getting the 10 of Cups with her, and he walked away. He was making a decision about his past and his future. Okay, he was making that decision, and it was a passion decision, maybe between you and her. But I've just asked the question, what's the outcome? He still feels he's invested a lot in her, a lot of her, emotionally, physically, mentally, maybe even sexually, that he's invested a lot in her. This card is saying he wants to reconcile with her, and he wants to celebrate with her. He wants to win that situation, and he's coming in as the Knight of Wands, and that is a sexual energy. And I'm sorry to say that, but I think it's really important that we're very clear on these cards. So let me just see your situation here. So your situation is that he just thought you were absolutely gorgeous, and you just brought so much joy into his life, and you just brought so much balance into his life as well. You're just like blessed, 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 blessed. But then you just had this real tower moment, and there was something brewing in the air between you. There was like miscommunication. There was heartbreak on his side and potentially your side. He felt that he was in love with you. Okay. and he just wanted time out to see things in a new perspective. He feels like there's differences between you, cultural differences, maybe you're from a different country, or that you live in different towns or something like that, and he just feels like you're going to be moving away from him. 5 of Pentacles. He feels out in the cold with you. He would love to bring you a gift, and he did have a lot of love for you. Okay, so what I want to see is the outcome. These two people, oh my God, you and her, there's a lot going. Oh my God, did you see that card just flew out? He wants to bring you, he wants to make you an offer. He wants to make you an offer. Right, tell me the final outcome of the situation here. Tell me the final outcome of the situation here. Tell me the final outcome of the situation here. Cards flying across the table. Right, this is the truth of the situation. He's going to come in with a massive offer. Not a massive, sorry. He's going to come in with a small offer. A good offer. He wants to bring you a surprise gift. He's got a lot of love for you. He has felt out in the cold. He feels that there's differences between you in terms of your country, your culture, something like that, or the towns that you live in. He's gained a new perspective. He felt like he was in love with you. He was heartbroken, and there was some sort of storm between the two of you. And the final outcome, though, is that he will keep being deceptive. Okay? And he's going to keep, whatever's going on here, he's going to try and keep that separate, you know, like, I feel he's going to continue to be deceptive. He's going to keep this woman and still want to see you. And he wants to have another go with you. He wants to have another go with you. But there's this card here that it's going to be really heavy going. But there's this shift in location between you. There's definitely something about a shift in location between you. A shift in location between you. Yeah, this one. I just want to, is he married? If he makes you this offer, I feel like he's going to make you this offer. It's going to be kind of sexually based, the offer, and he's just going to keep deceiving you. I just want to, is he married? I'm just wondering, is he married? Is this a marriage? Don't know, it's all very weird. This man is not in a position at the moment to go one way or the other. He wants both. My advice to you would be, could you live with that? You know, if you measured it against a wholesome relationship, could you live with that? Having half a person who's with somebody else. You know, if you went down that road, what's in it for you? You know, sitting home at night on a Friday night, not knowing what he's doing. When you could be out with your own lover, walking hand in hand, going to a beautiful restaurant somewhere, you know, having a nice meal. I just wanted to see if he was married. In this relationship, whatever this relationship is, he feels a lot of contentment, weirdly, because you think, well, why is he doing third party if he's feeling so content? And that this woman in this relationship is she's feeling sad. She knows something's going on. She knows something's going on. But he's reconciling with her, and I just wondered if, I just think he wants both. What I want to do, because we've got a little bit of extra time here, I want to see why he's keeping the two of you. I almost feel like there's two worlds going on. Why is he keeping you and keeping this person? I feel with you it's all heavy sexual stuff. Sexual energy, you know, it's a lot of lust, a lot of passion, a lot of desire. I feel like this is more like a sort of a material investment. Like, why does he want these two worlds? Right, I'm going to read that in a minute. That's too big. Why does he want these two worlds? Why does he want these two worlds? Why can he not give them up? Why can he not give one up or the other up? He doesn't want to give either of you up. Why? Why? I want to know. Come on, cards, I need more information than this. Why is he keeping both women? Why? Okay. Tell me more. Why is he keeping both women? Why is he keeping them both? Why doesn't he make a choice? Why doesn't he make a choice? What's in it for him, apart from the obvious? What's in it for him? What's in it for him? Why keep the two? Please give me a card to tell me why. Why? Oh my God, if I had that King of Swords once, I've had it 1,000 times. Why is he doing it though? Why is he doing it? Why is he doing it? Why is he keeping two women? Just bear with me. I just feel this is worth waiting for the answer. Why is he keeping two women? Why can he not make a decision? Oh. Let's have a look. So I just need to take a moment. I really want to know why he's keeping you both, because there seems to be like really strong feelings on both sides. And I'm just wondering why he's keeping. Okay. Just need one other card. I've got the King of Swords twice here. Got the Fool. Let's have a look. Stay with me, guys. I know the answer's here. Universe. Okay. Maybe if I ask the question differently. Which woman would he prefer to be with? Which woman would he prefer to be with? So that's that one. Which woman would he prefer to be with? 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 Let's have a look here. We could just have one card, please. Sorry about the wobbly table, guys. Just bear with me. I just feel like I've got extra time to do this with you. I know it's a long reading. Okay. Right, let me just have a look through this. What I'm feeling is that he's just feeling a lot of love for both women, both of you. He doesn't want to give up the situation. He's not going to be defeated by it. He sees beauty, a lot of beauty in you both. He will not make a decision. He's made a decision not to make a decision. He's not making a decision. He wants you both. He's like ruling this, right? It's not that he's without sensitivity, but he's ruling this, the King of Swords. He's just using his logic. I think he's sort of saying, why should I? He loves the secret sex. He loves the secret sex. And I think that he fears loneliness in some way. He fears loneliness. He doesn't want the situation to change. He's really frightened that his life is going to go in a different direction, and he doesn't want it. He's holding it all together. He's being the king in this woman's life, okay? And he's being like an authoritative in your life as well. I feel like there's more, let me just have a look. I feel like there's more investment here. There's more like sort of financial investment here. There's more financial investment. I'm just wondering if he's married here. And then you just brought something different into his life. You brought some sort of harmony, some sort of balance, some sort of joy into his life. And I think he's just saying, why should I give it up? Why should I give it up? Why can't I have both? And I just can't see that he wants to give it up at all. I don't think he's got any intention of giving it up at all. If he can have both, he's going to take both. Why, I have to know, I'm sorry. Why is he not, you need to go and get a cup of tea, honestly. Why does he not want to give it up? Okay, sorry, I just got a message. It's because in this relationship, yes, they're lovers. Yes, he feels some degree of satisfaction. His partner's not happy about something. He intends to stay. He intends to stay in this relationship, but because he's invested so much, but he doesn't. There's a part of him that wants to walk away as well. There's a part of him that is not being fulfilled in the relationship, and he feels that he's entitled to options, and he's not getting the full 10 in this relationship. He's getting a 9, but he's not getting a 10. And, you know, they are lovers in this relationship. They do have a sexual relationship, but he's just not feeling 100% fulfilled. I'm just wondering if it's because of responsibilities. Why is he not fulfilled in this relationship? Why is he not fulfilled in this relationship? And that's why he wants you. Why is he not fulfilled in this relationship? Why is he not fulfilled in this relationship? And why doesn't he walk away from that? Because he's just invested so much. He's just invested so much in this other relationship. He's just not prepared to walk away. You know, women will walk away. Men won't walk away, not from investments. Yeah, he's just so weird. I keep saying that he's got a sense of celebration. He likes his position in this relationship. I'm not getting like if there's children. I can't find out if they're married. He's just not prepared to walk away. I mean, he has stepped away, but he hasn't fully walked away from this. Let me just have a look. That's what I thought. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, got it. Sorry it's taken so long, guys, because you've been with me like half an hour. I knew there was something here. I couldn't work it out. I'm not saying this is a marriage, but it kind of feels like it's more of a marriage. They're lovers. He feels quite fulfilled, not totally fulfilled. He makes decisions about his past and future and the world. He feels he's got other options. He wants to step away, maybe to find himself. He's not fully happy. She's not fully happy. That they're happy enough, but they're not fully happy. They're not fully satisfied. There is a sense of celebration in their life that maybe they've achieved a lot together. I don't know. But he's not getting the full 10. But he intends to stay. That's the 6 again. The 6 of Wands is. There's kind of an arrogance around this, you know, and the Knight of Wands, you know, he wants her to see him like this Knight of Wands in this situation. There is generosity and there's some sort of financial sharing in this relationship with this person, but he feels protective. Maybe he's got a family, something like that he's wanting to protect here. I just feel like he just feels he's entitled to do what he wants, and you know, whether it's online dating or whatever, or seeking out other women, I just feel like he feels he's entitled to do that, and that's why you've been in this situation. And but he's not going to stop. He's going to try and keep the lives separate, but he's not going to stop. Yeah, I feel like he's got some pretty good setup here with this woman, this person. Yeah, he's just being really strong about it. He's just being really strong about it. And you're being strong about it as well. So let's just reiterate. He wants to come forward with a gift. He is going to give you a gift. He has a lot of, he wants to come forward with a gift. He is going to give you a gift. He has a lot of love for you. He was feeling out in the cold. He needed to gain perspective. He was heartbroken. He's in love with you. And the storm has passed. He's coming back. But he's still going to be deceptive, and he's going to try and keep these two lives separate, and he will just defend his position if you challenge him on that. Okay? And you've just got to stay really strong. Wow, guys, wow. just amazing reading. So the outcome here is that he's not going to change his behavior. You might treat you really well, he might treat her really well, but he's not going to change his behavior. And I think that is the thing that you've got to deal with. And you ask yourself whether you want to go down that path. Okay, again. Guys, well, amazing reading. I know it's been very long, but I hope you really enjoyed that. I really, really enjoyed that. I really like to get to the bottom of things. So, it's been my pleasure to do this reading for you, pile number 3. It was absolutely to your advantage that the video, I had to stop the video on the first 2 readings because I got longer to do your reading on this. So I hope if it resonates with you, please leave a comment. I would really appreciate that. Okay, ciao from Italy. Ciao, ciao.